We are taking R.D. Sharma Solutions, Class 10 Maths, Chapter 15, Exercise 15.4. A plot is in the form of rectangle ABCD. So this is a rectangle having a semicircle on BC. So on this BC we have a semicircle as shown in the figure. If AB, this AB is 60 meter and this BC, AB is 60 meter and BC and of course AD, this is also 28 and this is also 60. Find the area of the plot. Find the area of the plot. So we have to find out the area of the plot. First, there are two figures here. First is the rectangle. Second is the semicircle. So what is the area of the rectangle? Area of the rectangle will be simply length into breadth, that is this 60 into 28. And then what is the area of this semicircle? Area of the circle is what? Pi r square. And what is the area of semicircle? It will be pi r square by 2. So what is the radius here? See, this is 28, this is the diameter. So radius will be 14. So it will be pi into 14 by 2. So when you compute this, 60 into 28 will be 1680, and this pi r square by 2, that is pi 22 by 7 into 14 by 2. 7 to the 14 to 2, 22 into 14 is 308. You just have to add 1680 with this 308 and this comes to be 1988 meters square. A playground has a shape of a rectangle. So here is a playground. It is a shape of a rectangle with two semicircles. So this is first semicircle, this is semicircle on its smaller sides as diameter added to its outside. If the sides of the rectangle are 36 and 24.5, so this is 36 and this is 24.5, find the area of the playground. Find the area of the playground. So this is the first area, and you have to just understand that this is a semicircle and this is also a semicircle. So when you have this semicircle, and if I combine this semicircle with this one, there's this second and third, if I combine, then this will be a full circle because the diameter is same for both of them. So we have this as 24.5, so radius will be 24.5 by 2. So the area of this second and 3 added will be pi r square. This will be 22 by 7. And what is this 24.5 by 2? You can write it as 49 by 4. So this is how we calculated pi r square, that is 2 plus 3. And this is going to be some value which is 471.625. And now this first part, which is length into breadth. So the area of this middle region, that is area of 1, will be equal to 36 into 24.5, and this is going to be 882. And we add these two, then we get this. We just add this 882 here, this one, and we get 1353.625 meters squared. Next is find the area of the circle in which the square of area this much is inscribed. So we have a circle and there we have a square being inscribed. So what is the area of the square? Area of the square is side square. Let us assume side to be A. So it will be A square, and this is given as 64. So A will be equal to under root 64. It is going to be 64 is 8 is the 64. A is 8. So the side of the square is 8. So this is 8, this is 8. Now this one, diagonal will be the diameter of the circle. So this is 8, this is 8, this is 90 degree. What this will be? Diagonal 8 square plus 8 square under root. I am using the Pythagoras theorem. So this will be 8 square plus 8 square. That will be 8 square 1 plus 1. And this 8 will come out. So under root 2. 8 under root 2 is the... See, whenever you have to find out the diagonal of a square, it will be just side root 2. Just remember this. So it will be 8 root 2. Now, what is the radius now? This is the diameter. So what will be the radius? It will be 8 root 2 by 2. So it will be 4 root 2. 4 root 2 is the radius of this circle. Now what is the area of the circle? it is pi r square. So pi is 3.14. It is given that you have to take 3.14 and 4 root 2 into 4 root 2. This is going to be 3.14 into 16 into root 2 is 2. And this is going to be 100.48 centimeters square. A rectangular piece is 20 meter long and 15 meter wide. From its four corners, quadrants of radii this much meter has been cut. Find the area of the remaining part. So here, if you see, we have a rectangular piece, and therefore 1, 2, 3, and 4 quadrants has been cut off. But if you see this quadrant, because they are having the same radius, so if I just take all these quadrants, say this one I'm taking, first one, it will come here. Second one I'm taking, it will come here. Third one will come here, and fourth one will come here. So essentially this 1, 2, 3, 4 will compound or will make a circle. So we have to find the area of this. We already have this area of circle. So we just have to find out the remaining part. So how do you find out? First, let us find out the area of the circle. It will be, area of the circle is pi r square. Since the radius are same, radius is 3.5. So area of all the quadrants, say 4 quadrant, which is actually a square, which is actually a circle if you compound them, add them. So it will be pi r square. Pi is 22 by 7. Radius is what? 3.5. You can write it as 7 by 2, just to cancel things out. This is 11. 77 by 2. Now this is going to be 38.5. Now this is the area of 1, 2, 3, 4 part. And now what is the area of this rectangle? Area of rectangle will be what? This is length into breadth. Length into breadth. So 220 into 15. This is 20, and this is 15, and this is 20. So it is going to be 300. So just subtract this 1, 2, 3, 4 part. So subtract 38.5, and you will get 261.5 meters square as the area of the remaining part. In this figure, PQRS. So this PQRS is a square of side 4 centimeters. So the sides are 4 centimeters. So we have a square. Find the area of the shaded square. So we have a shaded portion, but inside this we have this one. So what we have to do, we have to find out the area of the square minus the area of these 4 quadrants. So area of say 4 quadrant, and subtract the area of this circle in between. So what is the area of this square? Because it is given 4, we know that the area of the square is side square. So it will be 4 into 4 side square minus area of 4 quadrant. Again, we have 4 quadrants, so 1, 2, 3, 4, they are making a circle because the radius are same. So what is the area of the circle? It will be pi r square. If you combine these all 4, so it will be pi r square. It is 3.14 into r. What is r? 1 into 1 minus. What is the area of the circle? See, the diameter is 2, so radius will be 1. So it will be pi r square, 1 into 1. So what do you get? You get 16. This is pi, and this is also pi. So you can just write it as 16 minus 2 pi. And if you want to compute, just place pi as 3.14, multiply it by 2, and subtract it from 16. 4 cows are tethered at 4 corners of a square plot of 50 meters. So we have these 4 cows here. So if a cow is being say tethered here, the cow may graze only this region, this portion. Same is the cow with this one, 4. And this is a square plot of 50 meter side. They just cannot reach one another. What area will be left ungrazed? So this area, this area, this area, this area, all will be grazed. Means they will eat the grass here. But this region will not be. This region will be left. So we have what we have to find out? Area of the square minus area of these 4 quadrant. And we already know the area of 4 quadrant. That is this one, this one, this one, this one. When the radius are same, they are going to be pi r square. Area of a circle. So pi r square. So area of square is what? We have sides, so 50 into 50 minus area of 4 quadrant, which is pi r square. Pi you can take it as 22 by 7. And now here, this is whole 50, so this will be 25. So it will be 25 into 25. So what do you get? You get 2500 minus 1964.29. This is going to be 535.71 meters square. A cow is tied. Here is a cow. It is tied with a rope. Again, same situation. When it is tied with rope, this is the only portion which the cow will be able to graze. At the corner of a rectangular field of dimensions is 20 by 16. So this is 20 by 16. 16 is total. 16 is total. 16 is total. Find the area of the field in which the cow can graze. So this is the area of the. This is the only area you have to find out. So you just don't have to subtract anything. So this is 14. So we know that the area of a sector is what? See, I'll just tell you that the area of a quadrant will be what? Because we are going to use it in all the questions coming after this. Area of a quadrant is theta by 360 into pi r square. But theta is 90 degree here. So it will be 90 by 360 into pi r square. This 90 by 360, 1 by 4. So every time I'll take a quadrant, whenever we'll take a quadrant, I'll just write 1 by 4. And this you have to assume that this has come from the formula, actual formula, theta by 360, that is 90 by 360, it is going to be 1 by 4 pi r square. Okay. So 1 by 5 pi r square you have to find out, this only region you have to find out. So it will be 1 by 4, pi is 22 by 7, radius is of course 14 into 14. 7 to the 14, 2 to the 4, 2 11s are 22, 14 into 11 is 154 this meter square. A calf is tied with a rope of length 6 meters. So here is a calf which is tied with a 6 meter length rope at the corner of a square grassy lawn of side 20 meter. The length of the rope is increased by 5.5. So the length of the rope was 6 L1, then L2 became 6 plus 5.5. So it has been increased. So previously it was 6, now it is 6 plus 5.5, that is it is 11.5 now, 11.5. Find the increase in the area of grassy lawn in which the calf can graze. So initially it was grazing on this one. Now when the length was increased, it is grazing on this one. So we have to find this area. So what we will do, first we'll find out the area of the bigger quadrant. Then that is this whole one. And then we'll subtract this one, smaller quadrant. So we'll get this one, right? So let us find out the area of the bigger quadrant, which is of course theta by 360, 90 by 360 into pi r square. That is 1 by 4 pi r square. So 1 by 4 pi. Now I'm taking the out means the longer one, pi r2 square. Let us say this is r2 and this is r1. So r2 square minus 1 by 4 pi, this r1 square. So 1 by 4 pi I'm taking out. R2 square is what? 11.5 whole square minus the lower one is 6 square. So what do you get? 11.5 minus 6 and 11.5 plus 6. Pi by 4 you can write 22 by 7 and here 4 also. So what do you get? This 22 by 7 into 4. 11.5 minus 6 is 5.5 and 11.5 plus 6 is 17.5. When you compute this, this is going to come as 75.625 meters square. A square water tank, this is a square water tank, has a side equal to 40 meter. There are 4 semicircular grassy plots. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4 semicircular grassy plots around it. Find the cost of turfing a plot at this rate, 1.25 per square meter. So what we have to do here is, see, we have to add these two areas. So if you take 1, 2, 3, 4 and if you combine it, this one and this one, below one. So I'm taking 1 and 2. So if you combine this will be one circle and I'm combining this 3 and 4. So if you take this 3 and you take 4, it will be again a circle. So you have a 2 circle which are exactly similar. So we have 2 circles here. So what is the area of 2 circle? 2 into pi r square. 2 into pi r square. I hope you got this idea, 2 into pi r square. This one, these two will be pi r square, these two will be pi r square, so there are 2, so 2 into pi r square. So compute 2 into pi is 3.14 and radius is of course, see, this is the diameter, it is 40. So what will be the radius? 40 by 2. So it will be 20 square, that is 400. So it is coming as 2512. Then we have this only, see, there are four grassy plots. So we have to just find out the cost of turfing the plot. So this is the only plot we have to consider. We don't have to go inside. So this is 2512 meter square. So for 1 meter square, the cost is 1.25 rupees or 8 for 1 meter square. So what will be for this 2512? It will be 2512 into 1.25 rupees. This is going to come as 3140 rupees. Okay. A rectangular park is 100 meter by 50 meter. So this is 100 meter by 50 meter. It is surrounded by semicircular flower beds all around. So this one, this one, this one, this one. See here now the dimensions of the opposite semicircles have changed. Find the cost of leveling the semicircular flower beds at 60 paisa per square meter. 60 paisa per square meter. So now if you combine these two, say I'm taking this one 1 and 2. So if I combine these two, this will be one circle. This will be one circle. If I take 3 and 4, it will be one circle like this. So we have two different circles. So let us find out the area of this bigger circle. So it will be pi into r square. What is the r? See, this is 100. So what will be the radius? 100 by 2. This is 50. 50 square. Okay. 50 square. Now what is this one, these two? This will be another circle. And what is the radius? 50 is the diameter. So 50 by 2 is the radius. That is 50 by 2, 25. So it will be, we are adding these two. Pi into 25 square. Okay. Now when we just add them, this one is going to come as 7850 and this is going to come as 1962.5. When you add them, you're going to get 9812.5 meters square. So for 1 meter square, how much is the cost? 60 paisa. So let us convert it into rupees, 60 by 100. So for 1 meter we have 60 by 100. For this much meter, how much? 9812.5 into 60 by 100. And this is going to come as 5887.50. This is your answer. This is in rupees.